Trouble with openings nowadays is that they invariably attract the world's most repellent leeches.
Sorry?
You've seen who's behind you.
Is that?
Yes.
He's taller than I thought.
I'll never forgive the reptile for what he said about Davina. My mother's absolutely distraught. It really can be very poisonous sometimes.
Really amusing.
Got anything?
Treat. Real juicy treat.
Well, go on.
Jonathan Burridge. Know him?
You mean the Member of Parliament?
Mm-hmm. Well, between you and me, and the 6 million readers of the Daily News,
You're not going to like it, Lytton. Not one little bit.
And he shouldn't do it, should he, David? Not one little bit.
Good story on Burridge, Lytton. I wanted it for the front, but the Holy Ghost wasn't sure.
Any particular reason why not?
Elderly editors pursuing knighthoods sometimes tread over warily. Good night.
You're late tonight.
Devotion to duty. You know how it is.
No, I don't think I do.
Wesley?
Got anything exciting lined up for this evening?
Well,
Buy me dinner, and I'll make all your dreams come true.
how much do you love me?
Love you. Not a lot.
That's all right, then. Come on. I'd been worried for a minute. Ace gossip sleuth and tempestuous hackhead in secret love truth shock scandal. Indian, Chinese, Mexican or Thai.
She was only a working girl, but her charms were deadly.
French Gebblers.
Why pay less? Oh, what about Burridge? Did you nail him?
Through the heart, hopefully.
He talked.
Wouldn't even come to the phone. Some excuse about a family celebration. Well, he won't have much to celebrate when he reads tomorrow's paper. His friends on Earth Peace will probably drop him like a hot reactor.
Well, I must say he's disappointed me. I used to quite fancy him.
No, you couldn't fancy a politician. They're dreadful. Sly, two-faced, creeping things. Liars, cheats, egomaniacs, narcissists, snakes.
You mean not nice and cuddly like us?
I always knew he'd turn out to be too good to be true.
Nice hair, though.
Great hair, great wife, great kids.
So what does he think he's playing at?
My guess is he probably fell in love with what he saw in the mirror every morning. It happens, you know.
Oh, I do. I do. There you are, my darling. Thank you.
Well, Emma, have you thought of a wish yet?
8 O levels, A grades.
I never heard such tyrants.
I'd settle for 4 C's.
You can only do your best. Your father always did.
Shouldn't someone switch out the light?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Emma. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, come on, Charles. It might never happen.
Well, go on, blow.
Do you think this will do his career irreparable damage?
Burridge? No. Doing him a favour, really. Giving him a friendly warning to watch out for the sort of company he keeps before he does something really silly.
That's very public-spirited of you.
I think so.
It's Pity it has to be done, though, isn't it?
Not really.
Good night, Christopher.
Good night.
Thank you so much for coming, Charles.
It's been lovely. I sometimes think you Burridges own a franchise on happy families.
Good night, Charlie.
Night.
Thanks for the present.
Pleasure. Oh, thank you, Nicholas. It's been so nice meeting you at last. How long are you staying?
Oh, just until Monday.
Well, have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Charles.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll speak to you later then, Charles.
Fine.
You know, for a hard-bitten old pro, you sometimes betray disturbing signs of romanticism. The man is an adulterous, whoring, environmental hypocrite. He's probably on the take from one of the biggest pollutants in Europe.
Oh, I bet you didn't say that.
Between the lines, I said it.
And the lawyer wore it.
We stood it up. He had to wear it.
And that makes you feel good.
Not good, just glad that we got it first.
Glad that you got it first.
Oh, all right. Glad that the diary got it first. And not you. Or news, or anybody else. Okay, now.
Just testing.
You're a competitive little bastard. Did you know that?
Isn't that the thing you like best about me?
Well, it's one of the things.
Yes.
Jonathan, I've got the Daily News. It's on the diary page.
Nothing on the front page? No. Could you read it to me, please, Charles?
Jonathan Burridge, much fancied high-flying MP, is keeping the oddest of company these days. Well known as a devoted family man and loving husband, the classically profiled Burridge has struck up the unlikeliest of friendships with the voluptuous hostess, Caroline Eltham. Yes, go on, Charles. So entertaining does Burridge find La Eltham's company. He has taken to visiting her at the most unusual hours, and his sporty mini metro has been seen on more than a couple of occasions parked outside her Pimlico home well into the early hours. When asked about her blossoming new friendship, Caroline, who is a frequent visitor to Mayfair's most select gaming clubs, said, "He is the sort of man women just cannot resist." However, a far greater interest to Burridge's fresh air-loving supporters must be his new friends, the Darrand Chemical Company, who, it will be remembered, have found little sympathy in recent years for their policy of supplying chemical defoliants to the South African Army. Apparently, the peace-loving environmentalist MP was guest of honour at a small soiree held at Darrand's on Monday. My informant tells me that the subject under discussion was the anti-Darrand campaign, which Burridge and the Earth Peace movement have been waging, and which I understand will now be called off. Oh, that's it, Jonathan. It could hardly be more damning.
Yes, it's damning, all right. Look, let's not talk now. You never know.
And don't forget to put your phone off, or you'll have all the others onto you.
Yes, don't worry. Good night.
Night.
Is everything all right, Jonathan? Who was that?
Look, something rather unpleasant has cropped up. There's a piece about me in tomorrow's Daily News, Lytton's diary. They accuse me of, well, just about everything.
There's no truth?
No, none at all. It's a momentous libel.
So?
First thing in the morning, it's sue, grab it and run.
Rotten. And with your father staying as well. Don't worry. We'll fight for you.
Why the hell do they have to pick on me?
now for some updates on the news. In Ethiopia, the search for the missing American nuns is continuing south of Addis Ababa. The party of 12 were last seen at a mission center on Thursday. The crisis at Leyland is now in its 15th day. There is better news, however, from Ford. Today, the company announced plans for the reopening of 2 production lines at Halewood on Merseyside. A spokesman for the Transport and General Workers Union said the move was like a breath of spring after a very long winter. Environmentalist MP Jonathan Burridge this morning lashed out at what he called unscrupulous and malicious fiction masquerading as journalism. He was replying to a story in the Lytton's diary column of today's Daily News. Burridge's agent and colleague in the rapidly growing Earth Peace movement, Charles Chambers, said there was absolutely no truth in the newspaper report, adding that it would cost the Daily News very dearly indeed.
Ah, cheeky little bugger.
Yes, thank you. I'll hold. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
What happened to you this morning? I was looking forward to a nice succulent breakfast.
Yes, that's what I was afraid of. I made a break at dawn. You look very vulnerable when you're asleep, you know. Sort of spiritually detumescent. Thanks for giving me dinner. It was a lovely evening. Night.
The pleasure was half mine.
Ah, hello, Mr. Henderson.
Morning, Jenny.
Morning.
Wesley.
Morning.
Anybody see the scurrilous things that Jonathan Burridge is saying about us on the telly?
Lytton, the editor wants to see you.
When?
As soon as you get in. Ronnie and Julian are in there now.
Sounds to me as though God's got a touch of the trembles. Any other messages?
And your wife phoned. Now go on, don't be such a coward.
Well, what do you think, Neville? Are you an unscrupulous and malicious writer of fiction masquerading as a journalist?
The man's mad. He's obviously got some kind of persecution complex. Typical politician.
He wants to know why you're picking on him.
No, we're not picking on him. He knows better than that.
I hope you're right.
Well, it's a try-on, isn't it? We can hardly expect him to beat his breast and make a good act of contrition.
In all my days in Fleet Street, I've never known a solicitor come on as heavily as Martin Allen did this morning. What about you, Julian?
If what he says has any truth in it.
Perhaps I could be told exactly what he is saying.
That his client has never met the lady we said he was seeing. He sold his sporty mini metro 3 months ago, and he's never, ever been to Darren's house.
Ian.
And last Monday evening, when we had him there selling out to his political enemies, he was actually 70 miles away at a meeting.
Well, he's bluffing, isn't he? He's a silly man. The more song and dance he makes, the deeper he's going to wade himself in.
If he is bluffing?
No doubt about it. My sources wouldn't get it that wrong. He probably had a hard time from his wife this morning and is laying a lot of smoke. Wives can be funny about that sort of thing, you know.
Well, I admire your confidence. Yes? Yes. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Righto, thank you. According to our stringer in Cambridge, the local branch of Earth Peace are confirming that Jonathan Burridge spent Monday evening talking to them. He was with his wife. He took a picture of them both for Varsity.
I don't get it. What's going on?
I was rather hoping you could tell us that.
Forgive my asking. You haven't anything personal.
I hardly even know the man.
I thought last night it looked a little thin. That's why we didn't want it for the front.
If they get us on this, Neville, it'll make a very large hole in our proprietor's pocket. It will involve you and me groveling on our knees before some smooth-talking sop in the High Court.
I'm sure.
If I were you, I'd get back to my sources pretty post-haste.
Well, you know how Lytton is. Always plays it a bit close to the wind. Bye. BBC World at 1, scenting blood.
Don't tell me he's issued a writ. What's that, the 5th or 6th this month?
This one's different. This one's serious.
Which particular bit are they objecting to?
All of it. Every word.
We couldn't have got it that wrong. It isn't possible.
It is if someone wants it badly enough.
We want to smear Burridge. I thought everyone was supposed to love him.
I don't know. Political opponents, jealous friends, maybe even Darrens themselves trying to neutralize the thorn in their sides. Could be anyone. I think I need rather a strong coffee. Wesley. Anybody else?
Yeah, thanks.
You could have this one on me. It may be the last chance I get.
Oi.
It could be worse. You could have libelled the Prime Minister.
Well, at least a torpedo into Attila the Nun would have been an honourable way to go.
You want the really bad news of the day? They've bounced your expenses.
What?
Missive from the top, apparently. Spend less of your employer's money. Resubmit.
Guess what? God's giving me lunch.
Oh, lucky you.
New job? Looks like it.
Pandora, have you got a minute?
Oh, gosh, Lytton, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault.
Nonsense. Only half of it. Listen, what I want you to do is get hold of your chum in the city and find out what this Darren nonsense is all about and let him know that he's probably in as much trouble as we are. If there's nothing in it.
He isn't, is he?
No, but try and frighten him. Is he a good friend?
Johnny Witherspoon? Hardly. He doesn't frighten easily either.
Oh, try crying on his pinstripe shoulder then, okay? Something wrong going on, Pandy. I know that. Gone away? Where to? When?
Last night. I don't know where. She just rang and said I was to let myself in and look after the house because she'd come back. Going away for a long holiday, she said.
But she must have left a forwarding address or a telephone number.
Well, not Miss Elton. Last time she went away, it was 6 months and not a dicky bird. Sorry, dear.
So we're talking about 5.5 at 3% over bank rate, what, for 2 years? I see. Well, let me have a quick word with my colleagues and we'll give you an early answer. Certainly today. Jolly good. Bye. Pandora, I'm sorry. How can you ever forgive me?
Hello.
Hello. And what can we do for you?
I'd like to see Susie.
Oh, I am sorry. I'm afraid Susie's busy with a client at the moment. Perhaps, I could help you?
Perhaps you could tell Susie that Neville Lytton would like a brief word with her the moment she's finished.
Hello, Susie. Sorry to bother you. There's a Mr. Lytton to see you.
Well, put him in the other cubicle, Sally. I'll be out in 2 shakes. Oh, I know. You booked for a special, didn't you, Harold? Well, Sally'll come in and finish you off. You'll like Sally. She's just 17. Well, well. I never expected to see you in here. What can we do you for, then? Sauna? vibra massage? One of Susie's special?
What's going on?
Oh, dear. Something tells me this isn't business.
Jonathan Burridge says that he isn't having an affair with Caroline Eltham. You told me that he was. He claims he's never even met her.
He's telling tittle-tattles, dearie.
And now she's suddenly taken off. Why?
Well, I don't know. I just pass on what I hear. Yeah, you're not cross, are you?
Cross? I'll say I'm cross, Susie. I'm up to my neck in a libel suit unless I can prove I've got it right.
Well, you did get it right.
I don't think so. Who told you?
No. Sorry, dear. Now, if I started divulging that sort of thing, I'd be out of business in a week.
If you don't tell me, I'll be out of work in a week. Was it Caroline?
Well, she confirmed it for you. Well, didn't she?
She didn't deny it. She let her tell me everything I knew, and then she laughed and said no woman could resist a man like Burridge.
Well, she ought to know what can and can't be resisted. She's had enough practice. Oh, come on. Give us a smile.
It's not funny, Susie. It's trouble.
All right. George Simmons, he told me. But never breathe a word of it.
George Simmons, the renegade peer? Didn't know you knew him.
Oh, yeah. Calls in for a bit of aromatherapy on thin afternoons sometimes.
Huh. How would he know about Caroline Eltham and Burridge?
Don't ask me. But he's never been wrong before.
You mean he's a regular contributor?
The best I have. You have been paying for his sessions for years, if you had but known it. You see, I don't charge him. I just redirect his tidbits in your direction. Well, he's never let us down before, has he?
Who'd have thought it? George Simmons. Westminster's aristocratic deep throat.
Lytton, you know you'd make a lovely punter.
Sorry, Susie. Promised my mother. I thought George Simmons was gay.
Well, he wants me to cure him, doesn't he?
Earth peace. No, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude, but we've absolutely nothing to say to the press other than what was in Mr. Burridge's statement this morning.
And even that was too much. Should have just told to sod off.
I don't think that would be very clever, do you? Hardly likely to do our image much good.
The scum who've been ringing us this morning don't ever intend to do our image much good. Thanks. And if you ask me, I think Fleet Street ought to be minced up, shredded and used as fertiliser.
Sorry. My colleague's a bit upset. Now, what can I do for you?
I was just wondering if you have any pamphlets on Earth Peace and how one goes about joining.
Ah, a new recruit.
Hello. Hello, Lytton. Tell me, is that a scoop or a cock-up this morning? Made very diverting reading, I must say. For a moment, I thought you were onto something we'd missed. Gave me quite a scare.
Get stuffed, Henry. There's a chump. Poor old Henry. Hasn't had such a good time since he learned how to shed his skin. How's it going?
I daren't tell you. Witherspoon's now saying that Burridge wasn't the Darren party after all.
But you checked. I heard you.
Oh, yes. The press office confirmed that Burridge had been invited, but they didn't tell me he hadn't bothered to answer. I'm afraid I naturally presumed he'd been there. Witherspoon was so convincing.
Do you know of any reason why Witherspoon would want to smear Burridge? Well, we've only got ourselves to blame. We were too trusting. 2 tips so neatly from different sources.
Oh, come on. Everyone slips up sometime. Remember the BL slush fund? And what about the Hitler diaries, for God's sake?
I know, but we're supposed to be brighter than those idiots, and they've just demonstrated that we're not.
I thought you might like to see these from Earth Peace.
Do I need these?
Is this a private week, or can anyone join in? By the way, Alice on the bar asked me to mention she likes her account settled promptly at the end of the month.
Oh, yes, very sorry.
Our proprietor can be a very difficult man, Ronnie.
Burridge?
He's got a lot of influential admirers, our proprietor amongst them.
No, really?
He recommends an immediate apology and that we agree to a figure as soon as possible.
Funny, but I've never imagined that Wayne Munro had much in common with Jonathan Burridge. They're poles apart.
Oh, not anymore. Monroe's discovered Earth Peace. At least his wife has. You know what that means. Strange it may seem, Angie Monroe has developed a keen interest in the environment.
Sticks and stones, Jonathan. I hope you're going to take him to the cleaners.
You bet.
Great.
I can't think how they could print such lies. Is Jean upset?
Well, I've seen her happier. The phone hasn't stopped this morning.
It's been pretty frenetic here, too. The Daily Mail wanted to know if we'd be hounding you out of Earth Peace.
And the Sun wants to know if we're all lesbians. No, it's true. I mean, I told him we're an environmentalist pressure group, but he didn't seem very interested in that. And when I said that Earth Peace had more male members than female members, oh, he hummed and hawed a bit and then said, "Ah, but what kind of men?"
Oh, God. So much for the great British press. Huh?
So pardon. Hello, Earth Peace? Oh. OK, hold on a minute. Jonathan, it's Thames News asking if you want to be interviewed. No, I'm sorry. No, all I can give you is a statement from Mr. Barge's solicitors. OK.
All right. George Simmons is well pleased with himself. Oh, come on, Jonathan.
Look, it's all right for George and you. It isn't your career. Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. The nerves of steel seem to be rusting up a bit.
But you must have checked.
Well, yes. You know how it is.
You mean you were too sure of your sources?
Something like that. Well, how was I to know that somebody was going to use me in order to get even with Burridge?
How do you know they were?
What do you mean?
Well, how about someone trying to get even with you? Could there possibly be anyone who might bear a grudge?
Well, no. Yes. Half of London, I suppose. Oh, I didn't ask. How did your lunch with God go? Promotion?
Oh, you know.
No, not recently, I don't. What did he offer? Woman's editor, features?
No, nothing like that. He had some vague idea. But you know.
Ah.
Not tonight, Lytton. I've got a piece to finish. Anyway, haven't you got a party or something you should be covering?
Well, I'm not exactly feeling the life and soul tonight, to be honest. Perhaps I'm getting past it. Good night. know what?
Sorry, it's me again. I meant about Laura coming over as your deputy. I really don't mind, but you know. Bye.
Of course, I don't take the Daily News, as you know, so I wouldn't have known anything about it if I hadn't been here.
I'm sure some spiteful little busybody would have been only too happy to bring it to your attention.
Well, that's the way it is in small towns. They've always been jealous of you, Jonathan.
Yes, well, I'm sure they'll forget about it pretty quickly after we've hauled the Daily News up before the courts and got an apology.
You're taking it as far as that, are you?
Of course, it's a very serious business to accuse a politician of corruption, no matter how indirectly.
Not to mention the Caroline Elton smear. I wouldn't have minded if they'd chosen someone who wasn't such a tart.
Well, I must say you're taking it very calmly.
Being married to a politician has a hardening effect on the skin.
You see, court cases are very tricky things, Jonathan. They don't always work out the way you want them to.
No, well, of course, we hope they'll settle quietly out of court, but if they don't, I'm afraid we have no alternative.
Well, I suppose you and your advisors know best?
Yes, I think we do.
Burridge. Witherspoon. Simmons. Earth. Peace.
Lytton, it's Laura.
I'm very curious.
Why don't you call me back? Where are you? This is the third time I've...
Hello. Didn't know we were fellow parishioners. I don't believe I've met your wife.
What the hell do you want?
I thought we might have a quiet little talk about some of your colleagues on Earth Peace.
The only talking I'll do to you is through my solicitor. Come on, Christopher.
So nice to have met you.
Game girl, isn't she?
Here's something I didn't know. George Simmons' father threatened to disinherit him when he was at Oxford.
Don't suppose he cared much for the rumours about his woofy ways.
My. This is a hive of activity for Sunday afternoon. Looking for anything in particular?
God knows. I knew what I was looking for. I might be able to find it.
Where were you over the weekend? I kept calling.
I was busy.
Time was when you were never too busy.
What exactly am I looking for, Lytton?
I think I've just found it. Caroline Eltham and her very good friend, Johnny Witherspoon.
You've lost me.
Doesn't it strike you as odd that Johnny Witherspoon and George Simmons, our two contacts, should both be members of Earth Peace, and now it seems that Johnny Witherspoon is a very good friend of the femme fatale in the story?
Go on.
What do you know about the conspiracy theory of history, Pendy?
Only that it sells lots and lots of newspapers.
Listen, everybody, I want everything you can get on George Simmons and Johnny Witherspoon. School friends, money situation, sexual preferences, every last bit of dirt you can find.
Sounds as though you're planning blackmail.
Does it?
Oh, hello, Father. Come in. Come a long way since Torquay, Jonathan.
Yes, and I've been very lucky.
Yes, you have, but you've also made your own luck. Isn't that true now?
I think in politics, everyone has to do some of that.
Yes. Yes, perhaps. This Daily News, this Lytton Diary stuff.
It's a farrago of lies.
Only you seemed a bit bothered when you met him this morning. A bit rattled, I thought.
Did I? I don't see why I should. He's the one who's in trouble.
Well, that's what I thought, but you see...
Oh, come on, Dad. It's laughable. There's not a word of truth in what he said.
What are you getting so upset about for? Look, I don't pretend to know anything about your life up here, but I do know the difference between right and wrong. So do you.
Well, you know I'd never do anything dishonest, Father.
Hello, Mr. Simmons. I was told I might fall over you in here. I'm very worried about your friend, Johnny Witherspoon.
I'm sorry, I don't think I want to talk to you.
No, I don't suppose you do. Mind if I join you? Mr. Witherspoon?
Yes?
Mr. Witherspoon, my name's Lytton. I think you owe me an explanation.
Sorry, old boy. Wrong chap.
Why didn't you tell Pandora that you're a member of Earth Peace and that Caroline Eltham was an old player?
If she is, what the hell has it got to do with you?
Well, since you and she helped to lead me into a trap, which could have cost me my job, I'd say it's got everything to do with me.
I don't know what you're talking about. James, can I get a porter? All this chap chucked out.
Does he know your bus, Johnny? Does your pal know that you're hanging on by your fingertips? I bet he doesn't. It's not the sort of thing that a promising young broker once said about him, is it? Could ruin a chap's career.
Who told you that? It's absolute nonsense. Who told you?
Gossip writer never reveals its sources. I think you and I should have a quiet chat somewhere, don't you?
That's right, Harvey. This gentleman's a friend of mine.
I'm sorry.
Right, sir.
Excuse me. I think I'll take a shower.
What's your game? What do you want?
I just want to know what's going on, that's all.
Could you bring it into the newspaper? I can't.
Do you have any real choice? If you don't tell me, I'll print an item of interest to all your banking friends.
I can't believe what you're saying.
I would if I were you.
What do you want to know?
Good man. Have your shower.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. He said he was desperate to see you.
It's a pity he didn't say why.
You know how Johnny is.
Johnny Witherspoon is rapidly becoming a screaming bloody hysteric. And a late one at that.
Ah, excuse me, gentlemen. Mr. Witherspoon sends his regrets. He's gone on holiday, I believe. Everybody's doing it these days.
Well, that's it.
Actually, I've come to apologize to you. Apparently, there wasn't a grain of truth in what I wrote about you last Friday. I just want to say that I'm sorry.
I should say it's rather late in the day to say you're sorry. We're still suing you.
Well, maybe, or maybe not. You see, I also now know that you set me up. I got it wrong because you two devised the libel yourselves.
Absolute nonsense. Why should anyone in his right mind libel himself?
Money?
I'm not particularly short of money.
What about the Earth Peace money that you lost on the futures market?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
No? Well, apparently. You two and Witherspoon invested Earth Peace funds on the metal exchange. Copper, wasn't it? And then the market tumbled and...
Witherspoon. Did he also tell you that he was the one who advised us?
Oh, yes. Quite open about it. Then, of course, he's a ruined man anyway. All his family money gone. Only his reputation left alive, such as it is.
Stupid bloody fool.
We didn't do it for ourselves, you know. It was for the movement, for Earth Peace.
How very noble of you.
No, honestly, we just wanted to accelerate our development, and that takes money. You realize, don't you, that if you write this, it'll ruin Jonathan's career?
Well, if I don't write it, it'll ruin my career. It's either you or me. Sorry, old chap.
Look, we were in a fix. The Daily News fitted the bill. There was never anything personal. You just happened to be the best.
How very reassuring. Before you let it go, do you think you could read it back to me, please?
Yeah, if that's what you want. MP Jonathan Burridge, B-U-R-R-I-D-G-E, last night confessed to mastermind an extraordinary scheme with which he hoped to defraud the Daily News of a substantial sum of money. But he claimed he did it for Earth Peace, the environmental movement. Speaking at the Earth Peace headquarters, Burridge
admitted that he purposely libelled himself, hoping for a settlement out of court so he could repay the movement's funds lost in financial speculation in the city.
With his agent and friend, Charles Chambers, Burridge invested Earth Peace funds into the futures market, hoping to make a quick profit and thereby accelerate the development of the breakaway movement. But things went disastrously wrong when the market dropped and Burridge was faced with a hole in the Earth Peace bank balance of several £1,000s. Knowing that newspapers rarely contest libel suits when there is no shred of truth, Burridge had false information fed to the Daily News, which was published in good faith last Friday. Last night, Burridge said, "I'm very ashamed."
You look exhausted.
Is my father still up? I'd like a word with him.
No, you've just missed him. Jonathan, what's the matter?
I'll tell you all tomorrow. Let's get some sleep now.
Yes, hello, Beryl. Do you think you could try and raise Mr. Monroe? Something's cropped up.
Anyone seen Lytton this morning?
He's in with the editor. Try and find out why his story on Burridge was spiked.
I'm afraid our proprietor has taken a very personal interest in the story, Neville. And in his opinion, it would be damaging to Burridge's career for us to run the piece.
Well, of course it's damaging. Burridge has been speculating with Earth Peace funds. He's cost them a fortune.
Well, I shouldn't worry much about that if I were you.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Between you and me, I can tell you that Mr. Monroe intends to make good the losses in Earth Peace. It's going to bail Burridge out.
I can't believe it.
Our proprietor's wife is very keen on Earth Peace. She doesn't want any silly little thing like this to get in her way.
That's corrupt.
It's also a secret within these walls. One murmur of it in the office, one line in private eye, and we'll know exactly who to turn to.
Burridge won't accept it. He's got some integrity, you know.
He's a politician. The temptation might prove too much to fight. In fact, I believe he's already accepted.
You mean he's been bought?
Well, what is it? What's so funny, Neville?
Well, if Burridge wants to put himself into hock to Wayne Monroe for the rest of his career, who am I to stop him? And to think I was beginning to feel sorry for the chap. Must be losing my touch.
Remember, not a word.
Don't worry. No one would believe me anyway.
Emma?
Oh, thank you, Grandad.
And there we are. Nicky.
Oh, thank you, Grandad.
Chris. That should keep you going for a bit, eh?
Yes.
Christopher, did you thank your grandfather?
Thank you.
All right. You got no time for old men when you're young.
Have you got everything, Father?
Oh, yes. Yes, I like travel light. Oh, Jean was saying that you wanted to have a word with me last night.
Oh, yes, it was nothing at all.
Quite sure?
Yes, everything's just perfect, Father.
And that Lytton chap?
Oh, I think we can let the matter drop. You were quite right. Why go to the trouble of a court hearing?
Well, aren't you going to ask me in? Thank you. Neville Lytton, you are a fool. What are you?
I'm just making some cocoa. Would you like some? Sorry about the mess, only I wasn't expecting visitors.
I don't want any bloody cocoa. Did you really think I would go after your job? Did you really think I would demean myself by wishing to become a crawling, slithering, backbiting, vitriolic little gossip columnist like you?
I never said.
You didn't have to say. I know when I'm being frozen out.
I thought God had invited you to come over as my number 2, with a view to...
Succeeding you. Me.
You mean he didn't ask you to?
He mentioned it vaguely. I told him to shove it.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry? Is that all you can say? Who do you think I am? What kind of a person? I take a pride in my work. I'm a professional journalist, not a muckraking hack who glories in hitting a man down and then standing on his face. I wouldn't work in Lytton's diary if it were the last sewer left in Fleet Street.
That's all right, then. Shall we go to bed?
God, Lytton, you're hopeless. I thought you'd never ask.
Well, very interesting. Well, don't tell me more.